Okay, good evening. We're going to get started here in just a minute, guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, we're going to transition here over to the live stream. Happy Gilmore wants this AllStar link ball to go home. That's good. That's good. I like that. Don't you like your home? It's your home. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining tonight. And we're going to do, more AllStar stuff tonight. Now, I'm already logged into everything. We've got it connected. I got Putty connected. I've got this. So hopefully it will be, kind of all good, and we'll get right through it. Actually, I was talking to Freddie just right before we went live. Just go ahead and bring you on there, Freddie. Get you unmuted there. What's up, man?
Oh, hanging in there, brother. How are you?
Good, yeah. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Time will tell.
Yeah. I mean, if this works, it should be pretty quick. It shouldn't take very long at all.
Yeah,
so,
these all go pretty quick if we
right.
run into hitches. And, I don't foresee any, but hey, my luck is not always the greatest.
I know it, yeah. So I spun up the, let's see, right here. Let me turn that off. I spun up the, we're going to spin up a new server here in a minute. Well, the new server spun up. It's just nothing on it. So I connected to my, through my truck node, and we're connected to 43136, which is our AllStar hub right there. You can see all the connections that has right now. It's actually more than that. Let me move that screen down a bit. There we go. And so I'm going to pause this here in a second. So you're going to lose everybody who's connected right now, you're going to lose connection here in a few minutes when I pause it, because I'm going to pause one virtual machine or virtual private server, or one instance on the virtual private server, I should say, and then I'm going to spin it, and then we're going to install it on the second one. That way, if anything goes badly or awry or typical of how my AllStar live streams go, if anything happens, then we'll just shut down the new one and respin back up the old one, and everything will still be there. So I'm not making any changes at all. We're doing this very DevOps change management, above board. We're going to do that. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. What's up, Frank? What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. We had a awesome live stream talking about these new ham radio Prepper Pete books that came out, and it was fun. It was fun. We did a pre-recorded segment, and it kind of worked out better. But he's gonna come back at some time again next year, and we're gonna talk more about him.
Awesome. So he wasn't live on your channel just now?
No, that was pre-recorded. Magic.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch it
at the top.
No, I know. I didn't get a chance to click on it. I was busy with inside. I just got out here like about 20 minutes ago.
In truth, he was busy up to the halfway point, and he was planning to come on after that pre-recorded segment, but some life happened. And
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. I'll just run this and
all good.
Have fun for the rest half hour. And we did.
Good. Okay. He sent me those books too. I'm actually going to be talking about them on a video upcoming because they would make a really good Christmas gift for anybody with kids that want to get them interested in ham radio and whatnot. So it's good series. Good series there, I think. So yeah, good deal, man. Well, thanks for joining, Frank. It's been a while. Glad to know that you still remember the address, Frank, because it's been a while since you joined.
I missed a happy hour and one live stream.
Yeah.
I do need to fix the happy hours because I'm kind of missing those. Because when I rewatch them or listen to them on your audio podcast, I'm like so FOMO. I'm like, I wasn't right there. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do one at the end of the month. I don't know when yet. So maybe the Sunday before Christmas, something like that. Maybe the Sunday in between Christmas and New Year's. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So there's we might take a trip to Memphis after Christmas this year and hang out there for 2 or 3 days. We got a place out there we'd like to go that's really close to Beale Street, and there's a Texas Tech football game playing out there, which I don't care anything about, but my wife wants to go see that. So we might do that because we can't go to Galveston this year. So we might go do that this year. We haven't decided 100% yet, but that's what it's looking like right now. Maybe
I haven't forgotten how to drink on a live stream.
Ooh.
There you go. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if that's fine. Okay. Shout out to YouTube channel members, everybody in green text in the chat. Don N5SKT, I saw you in there earlier.
Read his last comment.
CRJ Racing. Don says, I was going to get Frank another copy of those books because he was coloring outside the lines and he needs another shot color. That's good. That's good. Ooh. Somebody's talking on 6.52, but they're too far away for me to hear.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah.
I approve of that, but turn off that radio.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm going to give you guys a quick preview. Where is my... Let's see. I got to make sure I've got my... No.
Oh, I forgot to say while you're doing that, I'll just tread some water. This week I'm going to be setting up my annual Christmas card holder, or the Arrow 2 antenna behind me. So if you're sending out some Christmas cards and want to see it behind me, I'm good on QRZ.
I want to see that again, huh? That's good.
I love doing that. That was always fun, just to keep getting the cards behind me.
Christmas
totally.
Christmas card holder.
Totally.
That is my thing to do tomorrow. I wanted to do it today, but only have one kind of card, and I felt it'd be a little lonely. Lonely.
All right, for whatever reason, that camera's not working with this scene setup, but how do I turn my camera? Oh, you know what? I didn't want to take it down though. Hold on.
Thank you, Interstellar Man. Four Roses is my daily drink. This afternoon, Jason and I were enjoying some Eagle Rare and enjoying the afternoon.
All right. Here we go. So this is the new Yaesu dual band.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep. So it's the FTM 150R. And the video on this posted my patrons last week and will be premiering on this channel tomorrow. So, and that ASP technology is pretty slick. Josh was talking about that the other day, and
I heard
DX sound effect.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
God,
it sounds pretty darn good.
What is the head attached to? Is it an Ethernet cable, or is it a proprietary cable?
It's Ethernet. It's RJ45 Ethernet is the separation cable. So
I'm going to give you a little bit of advice on that. On my FTM 500, I use Ethernet cable to connect to my head, which works. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Occasionally, the channels will only go in one direction, no matter which way you hit on the microphone head. And if you reboot, it'll pick back up again. Sometimes it'll only go one direction. I've heard John Crux say over and over again, they're not the same. There's got to be some kind of difference in the cable. You know how Ethernet cable has a certain twist ratio for every pair. I'm betting their cable may be a little different, and that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But it will work. It just might glitch a little.
It could be shielding also.
Oh, could be.
They might have shielded their cable more.
This one came with did not come with a separation kit or an extra cable, so you'd have to go buy it anyway. So and just get the Yaesu one, I guess. I don't know. I haven't tried to separate the head yet, but it is very reminiscent of the FTM 500 head, how it's much larger than the body, although it's not as large as the FTM 500 is.
Ooh, but, this might be important. MI7DJT. If I hear I can say it right. He says the cable is a crossover cable, not a straight Ethernet.
Ooh, that's a good point right there.
That is an excellent point.
Yeah, that could be
Thank you,
it may also, I don't know if it matters, Cat 5, Cat 6, and all that as well.
Yeah,
but
very well.
It's not Cat 5. That's not more cabling. It's just how they twist it.
It's just how they twist it. Right.
That's exactly right.
Yep. So, but yeah, I do like the radio. It's working well. I've been monitoring 6.52. I had conversations with a couple people while I was making the video, so that'll be in the video.
Sweet.
But that'll be on the channel tomorrow.
I'm curious, did you put channel labels on it yet, or just frequency display?
I just did the VFO. I just manually typed in the VFO and did that. So yeah, not yet. That might be upcoming. It has the round modular data port in the back of it.
Ooh.
So it's got a data cable that they make for it that'll interface with, I guess, with the Raspberry Pi. I don't know. I haven't gone to look at the Yaesu specified data cable yet. So I'll probably pick one of those up, maybe try to do some AllStar stuff with it. I don't know. But it has a data cable and it is full duplex.
Nice.
Open up the squelch on one side and key up the mic on the other side, and the squelch never misses a beat on the other side. So
James says buying the official Yaesu cable costs as much as a 4 Balfame pack.
What? So like $9. So that's not bad.
Plus tax. Don't forget tax.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys talking about
good.
twists per foot. The difference is Cat 5 and Cat 6.
Yep.
But I think maybe the main difference would be the crossover versus straight. But let's get to topic, Jason.
Let's get to the topic. Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Slide
So,
this.
like I said, I think that it's gonna go pretty quick. There's some people on the AllStar Hub right there. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the AllStar Hub, which again is right here. K2 NGX. So hopefully you guys are watching. You don't just get your conversation interrupted there. But I'm going to pause this instance, and because we're about to install this exact same node number on a new instance. So let me go over here, and I'm going to go. Let me make sure I click on the right one, because that'd be bad if I didn't. 2 years. Yeah, that's right. Shut off instance. There. Please confirm you have selected shut off. Boom. Okay. So it is working.
And it's gone.
And it's
disconnected from my hub.
Okay. All right. So Supermon still sees stuff, but it'll probably update here in a second. Okay, good. So that is okay. Let's get this reconnected. Use load that there. Open. Debian. Good. Okay, so we've got PuTTY connected here now, which is right there. It's that PuTTY window. I'm going to hide that for the moment. And then this is going to be the instructions that we're going to use here. This, Freddie, where did you get this?
I got most of it from ASL3's website. I just compiled the stuff that we were going to be dealing with the most.
Okay. All right.
Good. Install.
Okay. All right, so we're going to install ASL3 on the Cloud Hub, and we're going to run through these commands here, and that's how it's going to go. So let's just start doing this. See if Supermon's still. I bet if I refresh it, it won't.
Yeah, it doesn't refresh as fast as Supermon.
It doesn't. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, now I just hit refresh on it, but yeah, it's a little slower, but that's okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. So we are at. I'm going to change directories to the temp folder. All right, and you guys can see that on the PuTTY screen. Hopefully, let me know if you can't.
Yep, got it.
Okay, and sudo. We're going to do a wget, and that's and we are running Debian 12, so I guess that matters.
Yes. You'll want the latest one anyway.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Debian over like Ubuntu command
I didn't.
prompts?
ASL3 did. The ASL guys built this on the package.
And there's on the DreamHost server, there's several flavors to choose from, but Ubuntu's primarily. There might be an Ubuntu in there actually. I'm not sure. I know the only thing I've ever used Ubuntu for is their desktop version, but they do have a server version. But
they're pretty close. Ubuntu.
Yeah. So, okay. All right, let's get that. All right, so I ran a wget of the repo.allstarlink.org, public ASL apt repos Debian 12, and then I ran a dpkg -i ASL apt repos.debian 12, and now I'm going to do a sudo apt update.
Yeah.
For that, there we go. Might take a second. Nope, it's done there. Okay.
Cloud servers are fast.
Yeah. Now the packages may be installed and updated directly from the AllStar Link package. So sudo app install ASL3.
Right. This will put ASL3 on your Debian 12.
Right. Do you want to continue? Yes.
This will be one of the longer parts of it. It's not technical. Right. It's just, it's got a lot to download and unpack.
Okay. Chris says, I've got everything to do an AllStar node. What DMR radio should I get? Well, you don't need a DMR radio to do AllStar, first of all. Just want to make that clear. You can do it, but AllStar's analog, so you can use any analog radio to control and connect to and talk on your AllStar node.
My chat froze. Wow. That's why I'm not seeing anyone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And most DMR radios will do analog as well.
But yeah, most DMR radios will do analog. So my friend, that new D168 that Anytone just released is nice. It's only $200. My 878 UV2 Plus is still my favorite. It does a lot of APRS stuff and whatnot. Yep. So
does APRS receive? It's the GPS, Bluetooth. I'm still on the 878 Gen 1. I don't have the version.
The Gen 2 will do APRS transmit as well.
Yeah, mine does APRS transmit. It just didn't do receive at first, but it's
doing
it now. The latest firmware upgrade.
Yeah.
Kind of it's not exactly
it's not the greatest APRS experience with the Anytone. It does work.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not the greatest APRS experience, so
interesting.
But when you hold an Anytone DMR radio, it feels like a radio.
It does. Yeah.
And I've dropped it enough times to testify to that.
I am going to agree on that one. It is Tank Radio Durable approved.
Tank Radio approved. The Redivus RT3S with OpenGD77 firmware. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. I need to try that. I haven't tried the OpenGD77 firmware yet. But
got a radio coming in just a few days ish. That it's the Bailfang 1701A. If it doesn't have OpenGD77 on it already, I'm going to put it on it for a video. But you can get a lot of those now preloaded with OpenGD77.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen.
I may have to do that.
Yeah, they're kind of cool. A lot of folks are using them. Well, one instance is that he could turn the power down to milliwatts.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's really good if you're using a hotspot and it's close by and saving your battery life. Okay, that looks like that finished. Let's put that off. It's important to note that the new packaging format will allow for easy automated updates of kernels through the standard app upgrade process. There's no longer any reason to hold back kernel upgrades on ASL3. Okay. Following packages are also available. Allmon 3 and ASL node list updater.
And that's what that next line will do.
Okay.
It just kind of streamlines the effect of updating your node list, your astdb.txt file.
Okay.
Brings down that.
Okay. And there's a Supermon option down there too. So, are you using Allmon or Supermon or
I use
Allscan? Do you use Allmon?
I use all three actually. But
really?
Install Allmon 3 because there's some dependencies in there that really help out with ASL3. So, and I do use it. I don't use it that much. I use it more on my cell phone more than anything because it's very dynamic. When it resizes itself very well on a cell phone so that you can manipulate it well, where Supermon doesn't.
Yeah, Supermon doesn't seem to do that. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I was going to install it anyway. I just wondered what you were using. So, okay. So let's go sudo s. Okay. And then cd temp. That's where we were anyway. Okay.
Did you do the sudo apt install ASL3 update node list?
Oh, no, I missed that one. Okay.
Let me just to be sure.
Yeah. Let me.
Did you
looking
link
at the bold headers?
Have you already linked where these instruction sets are?
No, this is something Freddie wrote, kind of put
Okay.
together himself, but it's kind of but it is on the ASL website, allstarlink.org.
All this information is, yes, because
Yeah,
there's a whole section for a Debian 12 install, which is the same as a cloud install. Just depends.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right, let's do that again. Sudo-s. And we're already in the temp directory, so we're going to do a wget of the repo ASL apt repos Debian 12 now.
A lot of this may seem repetitious, but it's always worked for me, so I always do it again.
That's fine. Doesn't take long.
No, because it may just go ahead and tell you that everything's up to date once we get to the bottom, but it's always good to have what we need.
Okay. Sudo apt.
Yeah.
Right. A couple of things there. Okay. Okay. Cool. Good. And now installing Allmon 3. Sudo apt install Allmon 3.
Yes. I never used Allmon a lot at all because I only used ASL version once before. But the new Allmon 3 is, they've already updated it a few times and added some features. It's not got every feature I want it to have, but it's very, very aesthetically pleasing, I should say. But it is functional as well.
Okay. It's just your whatever your IP is /Allmon instead of /Supermon.
Right. Allmon 3.
Is it Allmon 3? That's the URL.
3 on there. Okay. Yep.
All right.
Now, if we were doing a Raspberry Pi version, I don't know if you've seen that video or not, but you burn that image in with the Raspberry Pi imager, and you can build a local host name to go right to, and you can go to their cockpit where you can configure an onboard firewall. It kind of gives you some double security there. But the cloud version, just it's nuts and bolts.
Right. All right. Sudo ASL menu. And there we go. That's what we want to see. Okay. So
now you want to set up your 43136 node.
Right.
That's the very first one.
AllStar node setup.
Yep. The very top one, and there you go. A lot of this will look very familiar to you.
Oh, yeah. Enter the node password. That's a good question. All right, so we're going to go dig that up real quick.
And it may not mask that password, just FYI.
It may not what?
Mask it. It may be in the clear, so you may want to be off screen when you're typing that in.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. I got it.
Once you type that in and you come back out of that menu, it may be showing again, so just be aware of that.
All right. That's fine. We'll get.
I really host poor Jim and their live stream.
That's good. Okay. KC5. Node settings. Okay. All right. So there's my password there. All right. So let's switch back over there. Hotspot half duplex with courtesy tones. That's what we want, right?
Nope.
Or
so
no?
If you're doing a cloud hub, we want to go down and do
hub with no radio.
Hub with no radio.
Yeah.
And you want to do full duplex on the next menu. Well, maybe it's not the next menu. It's going up.
Yeah. KC5HWB. AllStar node.
Okay, go ahead and restart asterisk there on number 2.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it says needed.
Right. Yeah, I love those little cues they put in, too.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see.
Did you hit enter? I didn't see it.
Not yet.
There it goes.
There it goes. Yep.
So
okay, restart asterisk.
Let's go back to AllStar node setup menu. Want to make sure you're on full duplex. Hit update. And
oh yeah, see that's the that is the password.
Change that password.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But
no, it's fine.
You're set for number. Well, I don't know if it shows the numbers or not, but you want it for full duplex.
It says duplex type is 2.
That's it. That's the one you want.
Okay, that's the one you want. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Back then.
You're in the clear on your password there, Bubba.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually.
That was just put it in there.
What?
I love that they're so easy to change.
Headnomics.
I know.
Password discovery coming in 3,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I just yeah. I'm gonna go in here. Let's see, where am I gonna go? Yeah, it's easy to change, so I'm gonna go change it right now. I just changed it to see if it would take any time. I was like, no, it didn't take any time at all.
Oh, good.
So let's see. I'm gonna make up something. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Just like that.
Called it.
And now we got to go back to Putty and somehow.
Right, we're gonna
change the password because it's gonna want to.
Well, the Putty password should just be your password to.
No. I mean back into the node setup menu.
Oh, okay.
Because it's okay. Update node password. Yeah, I'm just gonna change that right here.
So, Frank, is your node turned on?
Okay.
Yes.
You got 2 of them. Far out. You've got, holy smokes, Frank. Come on, man.
Huh.
I just used the local repeater. It's literally down the road. I hit it on my house.
Is it an AllStar link enabled repeater?
It's a DMR repeater.
And you can't talk. Oh, well, I could talk to you on the DMR repeater. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to hook up to Frank one day, and I'm like, his node is not on.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, we did a kit build one time a couple years ago, and Frank's something was wrong with the kit, I think.
No. Not wrong with the kit. Well, yes, there was one wrong with the kit. The first one we did together.
the first one there was something wrong with the kit, and then N5SKT gave you his node, and you still haven't ever connected to us. So you can't use that excuse.
This was one of the first builds I did.
Oh, the Five-Star duplex.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
I put the 40 pin in backwards, so this part here was on top.
Oh, crap. That makes it harder.
I desoldered it, and I had to order a new one, and I put it on there, but it was never right after that.
Well, another project for another day, man.
Right.
I enjoyed these, but I don't get a lot of practical use out of them. I see them usefulness when you're on driving and everything, but being in the DSW area, I'm like, there's a DMR repeater over there. There's a DMR repeater over there.
You got a lot of infrastructure around there. I don't have that.
All right. So do we need to do something else, or can we go back and continue with?
We can go back to the command line.
Okay.
Just exit
main menu. Okay. Now we're going to the Supermon section.
Actually, we got to do ASL. I mean, we've got to do Allmon 3. Or did we do that already?
We installed Allmon 3.
Okay, sudo apt install ASL 3.
Yeah. We did the ASL menu, and then the Supermon option is the next on your list.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's just go ahead and change the directory to that user local sbin.
Okay.
And we're going to install this twice. There's a fresh install version, and then there's a latest update version, but you can't do the latest update until you do the fresh install.
Okay.
The latest update lets you put a line in your DTMF window. It's a long story, but it'll update with 7.5 is like right around the corner. And if you do this little step, then it'll update with one stroke of some commands we put in the DTMF window. So
saving to Supermon ASL _fresh _install. Okay, 100%. Okay, that's good. So I ran that first webget command.
Okay.
Now I'm going to do the chmod.
Right.
Okay, and then hash.
Just the word hash, and I still don't know what that does, but
it does something.
It does something.
And now we're going to do the Supermon ASL fresh install.
Correct.
Okay. Hash command?
Yeah. It spits out a couple of lines there, and it does something. I don't know.
You didn't do
Tank Looking Creators channel, Kyle says.
Yep.
What?
Where he's at right now, freaking.
Where is he?
He's inside the Star Wars Studios in Disney.
He's at the Cantina on Tatooine. Is where he's at.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Star Wars nerd myself.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I requested share so I can. No, wait, I don't have to do that. Look at this. I'm going to just do it here. Loop, loop, Chrome window, reshare Chrome window. Select the right Chrome window. That's not a Chrome window. That's not the. Well, I said I was going to be smart. Bam. There we go. Make me big him.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Hold on, I can pin you. Pin.
Yeah.
That looks very authentic.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
All you need is a bunch of aliens playing music.
That's right.
Don't let the droids in.
Can I
kind in there.
Blue milk. Blue milk.
What if I go in there and shoot a green dude if they're gonna arrest me?
He shot first.
He shot first. Greedo shot first.
That's right. Yeah. It's always a trick to
point of contention.
That's right. Okay, all tasks complete.
All right, now you see
now
the after install those three.
Yeah, those 3 lines there.
This helps the Supermon get its AllStar link database node updated correctly. This is what the SL3 guys advised me to put in instead of that cron job entry. This is kind of a dating service that gets added that does it on its own. It's supposed to be better. So far hasn't hung me up. So I've used so far.
No, you're starting as a service versus a cron job. Cron jobs are meant to start things at a scheduled time and pace, a regularity. And that's why I'm setting this up as a service, or there's another way to do it. The rc.local.
Right.
To kick it off. But that local will kick it off, when the system is still booting. And it can cause issues if it boots too early.
All right, so we need to do this for the latest version of Supermon 7.4 Plus.
Yep. Go ahead and are you still in user local sbin?
Yes.
Okay, then just get that next sudo wget line for the latest update.
Okay.
This one will go by a lot quicker.
It says keeps the lightsaber ready. You never know who's in there.
And then, I got to chmod it and run another hash command.
Oh, another good reason. Systemd can recover from a crash. Just like a Windows service.
This is the latest update. Okay, that was quick. Okay. Add this line in the rpt.conf functions stanza. Okay,
so now go to sudo, and I don't know if you use nano or vi. I use nano.
Is it in this directory?
You can't. No, well, we're going to type in the path.
Okay.
So
all
we're
right.
going to have to change directories.
Sudo nano.
Okay. /etc /*
etc.
Yeah.
Tab forward. No reason to spell that.
Exactly.
Okay.
/ rpt.conf. Now the rpt.conf in ASL3 is structured differently than it is in HamVoIP, and I'm going to do a video on this soon. I've been saying this for a while because it's very intuitive, but you want to go down to functions, which will be just a little ways down, but you'll see a stanza with the name of functions before too long.
Are the stanzas in green? Are they all in green?
They should be, but not always.
Yeah. Okay, I do. Okay, functions. Yeah, we're there.
So just go to the right of the word functions, to the right of that bracket, and just hit return a couple of times.
Okay.
And just enter that line, that sm update equals command. You see that line?
Yep.
Just type that in.
Okay.
And I think that's all we've got to do there. It's all we've got to do in there. So Control X, yes to save, and to exit.
Okay.
So we're still in user local sbin, correct?
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to change to another one. Let's go cd. You see that var www html supermon in the document. This is where we're going to set the Supermon password.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, okay. So
we've
we're
got to be in that directory to do it.
Okay, so cd var
www/html/Supermon.
Supermon. Okay, we're there.
Okay, then where you see that sudo ht password. Type that line in, but where it says user ID, just put in the user ID that you want to use, like your call sign or admin, just whatever username you want to use for logging into Supermon.
Okay.
But it's going to ask you for a password right after you do that. And
okay.
Pretty sure it's not going to be in the clear. It's some of them are, some of them aren't. Just don't want to.
We'll just turn that off real quick. So okay, so my username is what I type in this line.
At the very end of it, yes.
Right, and hit enter.
Right.
And then it's asking me for a new password.
Yes.
Let's do
Pink Radio. Yes. I approve. Because no one will guess it for Jason's password.
All right, so it did mask it, so we're good there.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah.
I tell you what, at this point, let's do this and let's reboot the entire node or the cloud instance, what have you, and just reboot it.
So sudo reboot?
Yep. And depending on the cloud service, mine usually takes about a minute. Yours may be way faster than mine. I don't know. Sometimes it just likes to think about it for complete reboots.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just rag chew for a minute, and then N5SKT got it. That's the password I set. PASSW0RD.
While that's rebooting, there were a number of people commenting that you were already root, and then you're doing sudo, and then since you're root, why? But
because we like it that way.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it is in there as well. I'm not logged in as root. I'm logged in as Debian. Now, Debian is a super user, but I still think I had to put su-l to not use the sudo command on this build, I think.
And I tell you, when I did I've done 2 installs of Debian 12 on little Lenovo machines here at the house, and I use them for sandboxes for different AllStar nodes. And they won't let you log in as root. You got to go in and put yourself in and get yourself to the sudoers group. It's a little bit of a thing, but a lot of the cloud installs, a lot of them are by default. But if you help others out with a DB12, a Debian 12 local install, those sudo commands will come in handy.
So we're back now, so it's all good.
Cool.
Let's see this right here, and I turn putty back on. So the command line here has the $sign at the end, and I always get confused on which one is root and which one's not.
I can't remember, and I want to say it's $sign. It's either $sign or the pound sign, but
I think I thought the pound sign was root, but I could be wrong on that. So anyway, if I go su-l password, I don't know. I never set that. It's not going to let me do that because I never set a password for root. So yeah. I'm pretty sure. So it'll let me sudo, but it won't let me root. All right, I'll have to go set a password for super user at some point, but that's not important right now. So
anyway. I tell you what, let's do. You want to go ahead and customize your Supermon 7? So that we go on there, because back to that var www html Supermon folder.
Okay.
We need 2 files that we've got to update. They don't do it automatically installed because Supermon is not actually a product of AllStar Link.
Correct. Yeah. The HamVoIP guys came up with that.
Right. And
okay, I'm back in that directory.
Okay, now you want to do a sudo nano, and let's start with allmon.ini.
All right.
Crap. I'm telling you, we got to go back and do one more thing. So exit out of that. We got to change the * IAX password. So let's do this. Sudo nano /etc /*
AST tab.
Yeah, that's it. Add /manager.conf. Now it's going to show a password, but we're going to change it. And
okay.
see that password is make for a nice something or other. Under
oh
admin.
yeah, oh yeah, make for a nice dash secret. Yep.
So
under admin.
Take all that out, turn off the screen, and change that. This is your
now
server password.
What will I use this for?
You won't use it but once, but we're going to type it into your allmon.ini so that Supermon can use it. Gotcha. And we're also going to change it in allmon3.ini so allmon3 can use it. This is the password to log into your asterisk server, which is always running in the core and in the background.
Right. Okay. Done.
Okay. So now we want to go back to and sudo nano var www, or actually let's just switch to directories to var.
I'm in that directory now.
That's right. So
var www html supermon. That's where I'm at.
Sudo nano allmon.ini.
Okay. We're there.
So now you see where it says third line down nodes equal.
Yes.
You go down there and take out those two node numbers because this is a single node setup.
Right.
And type in 43136.
Okay.
And then that next stanza where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, change it to 43136.
On the stanza itself?
Yes. Be sure and put the end bracket in. Yep.
Yep. Got it. Okay.
Let's see, but it's admin. Okay. See where it says pass equals?
Yes. Pass WD equals secret.
Yeah. Check out the secret and turn off the screen to us and put in that password you just changed.
The one I just typed. Okay. All right. I can do that. All right.
Now don't come back yet because we.
No, I'm not. Do I need to do something else here? Or is it ready to save?
Hang on just a second. I want to follow along at home, and I should have been ready, but I wasn't.
That's all right.
Back here, and that is Supermon. Actually, there may be one more thing we want to do. So let me do.
QRZ URL is for W1AW. I'm going to change that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Etsy. No, we are in var www.html/Supermon allmon.ini.
Do we need to delete the second stanza? Is what?
Yes, or you can comment it out. If you either way, you can put a semicolon in front of each line for that second stanza and get it out of the way.
I didn't know what he meant. I was thinking that could have helped you, but I decided not to say.
Now, do I put a semicolon in front of the stanza, bracketed
of the stanza, including the header?
Including the header. Okay, I can do that.
It's usually a lot easier than hitting backspace on all those lines.
Right, yeah, and if you ever want to come back and change it, it's there. I don't have to retype the whole damn thing. So yeah, okay, we're done. Okay, done. Yeah, that's commented out now.
Control X, yes to save, and enter to exit. So we're done here.
Okay, good.
And bring back your screen, and let's go to sudo nano global.inc.
INC.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now you see down there where it says call equals.
Your call sign.
Put your call sign in there. This changes your Supermon page, makes it customized.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then your
and
name.
My name. I'm gonna put Ham Radio 2.0.
Well, I still don't see every time where that name shows up, but sometimes I miss the option.
I think it's down at Supermon. It's down at the very bottom.
That's right. You're
very bottom in very small text. It's meaningless is basically what it is. But
you change it at the top, but they put it at the bottom.
Right. Yeah. Anywhere, country, location, no limits. Texas.
Tejas.
All right.
Second line header title. I put on mine. You don't have to put it on yours, but I just put 58176 AllStar server. You just pretty much anything. It's a free text field for customers.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Background. Oh, there's okay. You can change the background image easier. You guys really have to hack that last one to do it. So okay.
Yeah. We got some real good. That's another video for another day, but
yeah. We'll do that later. I'm not going to do that right now. Anything else?
I'm going to scroll down to to get to that line.
Node number to display if streaming audio, if archiving audio.
Yeah, I don't think I changed those.
Yeah,
There's 2 slashes in front of them. You're not going to see it anyway, but you want to go down to.
That's true. Yeah.
Local zip, and it's quite a ways down there. You want to put in your local zip code, and that'll put the weather conditions correctly on the top of the page, towards the top of the page.
Local. Oh, there it is. I see it. Local zip. Okay.
And
okay.
we really have to do here. You can Control X, yes to save, and enter to exit.
All right, done.
And back to the okay. So let's do this for grins. No, I'll tell you what. Let's go to. I think we've got to go do our Allmon 3. So go. We're going to change directory again. So CD to /etc /Allmon 3, and hit enter.
Okay.
And now we're going to sudo nano allmon3.ini.
Okay.
Before you scroll down, take us off screen. I don't know that it's changed your password yet or not.
Okay.
If you want to go down to the admin, no, I'm sorry, the node number section. I'm not sure if it's there. It may say 1999 or
there's the first one says 1999.
Is there any?
No, that's the only one.
Okay, cool. Then we're not there yet. Bring your screen back.
Okay.
So scroll down to the very bottom. That's where it should be.
Okay.
Okay, uncomment the 1999 and the next 3 lines under that.
So host, admin, user, admin, and password is password.
Right. So you're going to change that password to that asterisk password, and we changed in manager.conf. But
okay. All right. I can do that. And then save it?
Correct. Save and exit.
Okay.
Okay. There's one little step that's not on the, I didn't put it on here, and I don't know why. So go back. Yeah, you're at the command line. Type in sudo systemctl, all one word, restart, or space restart, and then space allmon 3, and hit enter.
Done.
Okay. Now, do you know the IP address to that node?
I do.
Let's type it in and go /allmon 3.
All right.
We might have to reboot again, but I don't think we will.
While we're kind of waiting for that, I like this question by Chris. Can you put the ham clock as your background?
Ooh, that's an idea.
If you can, I don't know how to do that.
It does not like that, Freddie. I think we should reboot.
Check at your HTTP line and make sure there's not an S at the end.
There is an S at the end.
Take it out.
You do not want an S?
Nope.
Doesn't appear secure. Continue?
Yep.
Ah, there it is.
And there it is. Let's give it a second. Fresh.
Okay. It says Allmon 3 is not responding to requests for this node. Check server logs. Let me move that down a bit so it's easier to see. There we go.
Refresh the page. Let's just see what happens. Okay, let's reboot.
Yeah, let's reboot it.
Boot is always the best place to start, and if it doesn't get it, we'll go from there.
Are we rebooting the entire node?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Don really on a warning or?
Yeah, the Nightbot keeps. I don't know why it says these. So Nightbot is a new plugin I've got. This will allow me to do giveaways, to type in the giveaway thing. Josh, this is what Josh was using on his live stream last week. He's like, it'll work for he's typing. So if I do a thing and I say everyone type in the word tank, everyone who types in tank, and I'll set that up in Nightbot, and then it'll tally up everybody, and I'll click choose winner, and it'll go through and choose a random winner. I've got some cool giveaways coming up starting next month in January.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to be doing some cool radio giveaways starting in January. So yeah, it's
I'm gonna look into that because
looking forward to that.
I'm tired of jumping on to StreamYard just to use their giveaway when I have all my friends come in.
Yeah, Nightbot. It's free. I just set it up, and you can set up stuff that
7:3 radio just got put on warning for spamming, all caps.
Well, I think those guys are messing with it right now, right? Because I saw it come up and say something to Dawn, and then Jody was like, I think it was Jody said, "I'll type in caps if I want." So I think now everybody's
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah, Nightbot. I can cap.
I think you guys are just messing with it now.
Well, I think I have a wrench, so it's not going to do anything to me.
Yeah, it probably won't do anything to you since you're an admin on it. Yeah, but let's see. I've got 6 timeouts so far today. Chat moderation. There we go. Express. You know what? I'm turning off the caps thing, guys. It's no longer on. Turned off. Type in caps all you want to. You look like you're 85 years old when you do that, but hey, I'm not here to judge.
Get off of my lawn.
Yeah. All right, so that's rebooted. We're back.
Let's go back.
I'm just gonna refresh this page here.
Yeah, because it's showing 1999.
There it is. It is showing 1999 private, but it says now it comes up and it says it's connected. It says no connections. Repeat only.
So let's go back to the command line and take another look at allmon.ini and see what's up with that.
Okay. And that's in the var www directory?
No, Etsy allmon 3.
Okay. CD Etsy
allmon 3, yeah.
3. Okay.
And sudo nano allmon3.ini.
Okay. It does say 1999, right? Well, that's commented it out, though.
Well, don't go back up.
Everything's commented out except for the last few lines. And right there, the last line does say 1999.
Oh, yeah, that's my fault. Change that. That is my fault.
Okay. No worries.
3136.
No worries.
And after we're done, we're going to change the asterisk password again, but it's not a big deal. It's easy.
Oh, so it is.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And now we're going to do a sudo space systemctl space restart space allmon3. Now go back to allmon3 page and refresh it.
Yeah. Okay. 43136 KC5 HWB ham radio hub Grapevine.
Okay, so
good.
Let's check something out here. I thought I was logged in. There's my hub. So 43136.
Brian.
Mine not working? What's the deal? I'm logged out. Of course I am. And it's trying. I got a feeling it's going to fail. And it did. Why?
What are you failing?
I'm trying to connect to your node.
Oh.
Your hub, and I got to fail. So let's take a look real quick at AllStar link. See if you're in the stream yet into the
do you mean to have the terminal? There you go.
It says you're online, but node is not reporting statistical data, or it is offline.
I just pulled up the page and it does not show me online.
Yeah, maybe mine.
I just searched for my call sign.
36. I went by your node number and it's showing you in green on my end, but that doesn't mean anything yet.
Yeah.
So let's do this before we start troubleshooting everything. Let's change that in your browser, your browser address bar. Change that allmon3 to Supermon.
Okay.
Let's make sure it's going to come up.
Yep.
Here's an important thing to note right here. Don't try to put your username and password in at this page. Don't ever try to do that. It won't take it. So go and choose.
No, you have to go choose the node.
Right.
Yep.
Now let's see if we're logging in.
You want me to try to log into it?
Go ahead. Let's try and log into it.
Okay. I think
While you type that out, Jason, Hadnomic says, new drinking game. Every time you see the password, take a shot. $5 Canadian. So that's like 2 cents.
Tonight.
Works for me.
It was worse over on the other live stream. Gee whiz.
Okay, that worked. Yeah, I'm logged into it.
So I tell you what you do. Try to log into my hub from there.
What's your number?
576-335. I'm sorry. Yeah, 576-335. Just make sure your outbound is working.
Does not appear so.
Doesn't. I didn't even a glip. So I tell you what. This has got to be all this. We did change our AllStar link password at one point, did we not? We changed it in the software, did we?
Right.
So, was it on a standard port of 45? Was it 4569? On
we
your
didn't change. I believe so. We can go look at that. Thank you for the super chat, Jody. Let's go look at network and where is it? Security groups, I think, is what they call it. AllStar manage rules.
I get this wrong every time.
Let's see.
Digital shooter. Please stand by. Technical difficulties.
Thanks, Brandon. Better game. Take shots anyway.
Way better game.
Yeah, way better game. All right. 4569 is, yeah, that's that one, but that's not, I don't know if that's tied to the new instance or not. Let's see.
I didn't have to open it up on mine.
Instances?
Well, I say I didn't. My memory, she's not so good anymore, but I'm thinking if your old one was set at 4569, then your server on allstarlink.org should already be set to 4569. We just want to make sure that it is. Where you go to allstarlink.org and
I just want to make sure the port is open on DreamHost.
Yeah, do that.
And it is. It is. It's I just got to make sure it's tied to this instance as well. Edit volume. No, that's not it. We've got if we got network and we got security groups here, and I've got that manage rules, edit security group. No, that's not it.
Can you see how it's set up on your old instance?
Yeah, let me. It doesn't really.
Well, yeah. And I don't know that it won't matter for the outbound connection, and you already tried to make that.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it won't matter for the outbound connection.
Let's just double check. Go to allstarlink.org and go to your server settings for that node number.
All right, I'm going to turn this off real quick.
Yeah. And let's just see it's 4569.
Let's see for that node. Oh, it's got to be because that's what it was in the old one.
It's what I'm saying, but I wasn't sure if you'd changed it or not. I wasn't privy to that. So
I don't think so. Okay, so if I go to
go to your portal and then server settings.
Right, but if I go to my portal, that number doesn't show up anymore.
Okay, so go to node settings. Find 43136.
Huh?
Are you at allstarlink.org?
I am.
And go to your portal at the top after you've logged in.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Node settings.
Node settings. Okay. All right, I'm there.
6, and then over on the top right, you should see select this server for this node.
Select this at the bottom.
Well, mine's at the top right. I say top right. It's not it's not in the green. It's in the white. It's just to the right.
Okay, I'm zoomed in too far. Yeah, it's at the top now. I zoomed back out. Okay.
Note that
I change the zoom on my Chrome all the time for videos that I make. Okay.
With you.
Yeah. So okay. So
once you know that name, go to
yes,
and then server settings.
Is there any port forwarding that needs to be set?
That's kind of what we're doing here.
That's what we're kind of looking at. So okay, I'm there, Freddie.
That server name you just saw.
Uh-huh.
Click on it and then look down at IAX port on the left column.
4569.
So we're there. It's already set for 4569. So that's not our issue.
That's not the issue, no.
Okay, so back to the command line we go. And let's go to that. Yeah, let's check manager.conf before we do anything. We want to go to Etsy *, and we're going to modify or nano into manager.conf. You want to do a sudo nano there. So
it's in the asterisk directory.
Right. That's exactly where it's at. So sudo
nano manager
.conf.
Okay, we're there.
This is passwords we're gonna change again later. So
well, this is the same password that I was showing a minute ago. I clicked the wrong thing. This is the same password I was showing a minute ago that we need to change somewhere.
And it's okay. So this is your asterisk password that we make sure that we have set in both Allmon 3 and Supermon.
Okay, so this is where this is the authority password spot.
Right.
So okay, so I'm going to change that right now. Okay, what else do you want to look at in here?
Just that. I just want you to make note of that password or change it.
I'm going to change it. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, so change it, save it.
Yeah, and exit.
Okay, I'm there now.
We're going to go to sudo etsy /allmon3, and we're going to alter that file with that same password.
You mean sudo nano? You said sudo etsy.
Yeah, sure. Sudo
Allmon3.
Well, we got to go. We have to Etsy, or we got to change into that directory.
We're in Etsy asterisk right now.
CD Etsy Allmon3. We got to change into that directory, or we can alter it with a long path.
That's fine. There is no. Oh wait, I typed it wrong. Sorry.
It's not like Windows. It wants all the flashes.
I know it. Yeah. Okay, we're there. Allmon3.
Yeah. Sudo nano.
Mm-hmm.
Allmon3.ini. And if you want to, we want to scroll down to that stands at the bottom, and we're going to change that password to whatever you just changed.
Whatever I just changed it to. Okay. All right. That's fine. All right. Turn the screen off.
Right.
Okay. Save it.
Save it and exit.
Okay. Done.
Let's go to, we're going to CD to /var /www /HTML /Supermon. Hit enter.
Okay.
And we're going to sudo nano allmon.ini.
Okay.
That's 43136. Oh, is that a bracket? I can't see your screen very well. The top of your stanza that has just open and close brackets there, right? Around the node number.
It looks like correct.
Okay.
At the top of the screen, it says there's a bracket around all nodes.
The second one.
The second one is 43136 in brackets, and it's turned green.
Okay, cool. So
is that right? That's right?
That's right.
Okay.
Where it says password, change
same password?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Save it, exit.
That's all in here?
I believe so.
Okay, done.
Now let's do a sudo space ASTRES.sh.
ASTRES.sh.
It's just going to restart the asterisk server.
Okay.
So theoretically, we should be ready to try again. So
we didn't really change anything, though, did we?
Well, the asterisk password, if it was wrong anywhere, of course, it's showing no connections right there, right? And
Right, correct.
Way, Bubba.
It says no. Well, that just means nobody's connected to it.
Right, which also means, excuse me, which also means it's logged into the asterisk server. So we should theoretically, if everything is right and the stars align, I should be able to connect to you, or you should be able to connect outbound.
Okay. All right, so that's the Allmon 3 page. This is the Supermon page.
And it tries, but it's not going through. And I don't know why that is. Let's see. Let me think here. Allmon and Supermon are working. We have a correct asterisk password.
It's possible that somehow I need to Jason, it's nerve-wracking with one person over your shoulder, never mind 155.
Exactly.
I'm not watching the chat that much. That's why I have Frank here, so it's not bothering me that much.
There's one suggestion, and I don't think this is right here. It says maybe a DNS propagation issue, but I don't think it can't be that. Because you're reusing the same IP address.
No, I'm not. It's a different static IP address.
And if you look at the bottom of our document there in the red,
yeah,
I had an issue right after I installed my Linode instance where I couldn't connect to it anymore. It worked at first, but then it didn't work, and we did this one little step, really, actually 2 steps.
Yeah, this part in the red down here, it says a DNS issue. Yeah.
Rayman says, this is killing me. Please tell them to enable port forwarding on 4569 to the IP address of his hosted node.
Well, that's what I was just looking at. Okay, so I have this security group over here, which ports are open, and this looks like it's connected to all of my
instances.
Instances, yeah. Right here it says I just named this AllStar. Description is 43136. Edit security group. All it does is right here. But I think that is. Hold on a second. Unless I'm looking in the wrong place. I don't think I am.
And that part's not going to matter if you can't connect outbound.
Right. Yeah. You should be. Yeah. If we could connect outbound but not inbound, this would matter. But yeah, if it's not connecting outbound, then that's not a port issue, for sure. So okay. Instances. That is, yep, that's fine. Let's look at more actions. No. Not much there. Here, edit volume, no.
Do they have something designated as a firewall or a natting? NAT?
Not over here, they don't. I was trying to remember. Networks. Public.
Let's see here. Let me try the home node. That's it right there. Get logged in.
It is on different server. Well, on a different VPS anyway. Let's see. The default Debian Apache page on port 80 is accessible on the public IP, so you've got connectivity, just not on port 4469. I think you mean 4569. Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering. Let's see. Edit secure. Hold on a second. Edit security groups. This is what I was looking for here. It says it's on there, though.
Okay. Let's try that.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on.
Okay.
Instant security groups. Yeah, save that. That could be it right there. And I'm gonna restart just because I like restarting stuff.
I
Because
love that so much.
I'm Windows guy, so sudo reboot. I might reboot the whole damn instance here in a minute.
So this technically should do that. Technically.
Well, no, I mean like when you reboot the instance, you reboot the whole operating system. We're just rebooting.
No, you're rebooting Debian.
Technically,
you are reboot. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
When you use that command, and you reboot.
I get an email every time my cloud instance reboots.
Oh, really?
Okay. They send me an email. So when I reboot it, I get another email.
Okay.
So it should be. Now I'm not that familiar with Dreamcast, but it should be rebooting the whole instance.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
But for me, it just seems like it takes it a while.
Allmon 3 is trying to reestablish this connection. Okay.
Yeah, and that could take a little bit. Allmon 3 doesn't it refreshes, but it seems like its refresh rate is not like the fastest I've ever seen. And the technology it's built on, I don't know that for sure. So let me try. Why?
It seems like Supermon is back. Okay, Allmon's back now too. Okay, so try to connect to me.
So 43136. And that's from my hub server. It's not even, it's telling me it's trying, but it's not trying. So let me try the home node. Why do I keep logging out?
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Every time I want to do something, it don't want to do anything. Oh, let's refresh it.
No. Digital shooter Jason is now ready to be a tier 1 tech support person. Let me tell you about Jason on his history about tech support.
I've been tier 1 many times. I finished my career at tier 3.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing. It's not even responding to
They're saying it's still closed.
So try it outbound.
It's not reporting back. If I go to stats.allstarlink.org, which is not real time, it's kind of delayed. It's still, and I search for my own call sign, it still doesn't. 43136 does not show up. It does not look like it's reporting back to allstarlink.org.
Starlink's registry server. So there are some steps we can take in the ASL.menu to see if that connection is actually going through. So let's go back to the command line.
All right, hold on. Open. Okay. Yeah. See that? Okay, we're there.
Sudo space ASL-menu.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to go down to the diagnostics menu.
Okay.
And well, first ping that. Let's just
ping
DNS
Google.
Server. Yeah, it's a Google DNS server, and it'll take it a few seconds, but it'll tell you that it's pinging.
It's okay. Yeah, that looks good. So we have a connection.
Now let's ping the AllStar, the register.allstarlink.org server. Let's see what it tells us.
All good.
All good. So that's good. So hit OK. Let's see. Let's show * /AllStar registration.
Okay.
Registered. So that's 43136. Okay. Said it's registered. So hit OK there.
Does that mean it hit the server and said, "Hey, I'm here at 43136"?
What it means. It's what it means to me. It's the way I understand it as well. Start, stop. Check the update node list service. Let's hit that one, number 8.
Okay. AllStar ASL 3 update node list service is running.
So that's a good sign. So hit OK.
Amateur Radio says, is there a place in the rpt.config or someone in there puts a new IP address?
No, it doesn't care what your IP address is.
Okay.
So
as long as it's got an internet connection, it doesn't care what your IP is. But the DNS might need to propagate because it is a new static IP that we're using from the old one that's been running for 2 years.
Well, the DNS only propagates, a name for resolution. If you have an IP address.
But you're using a name for resolution to get back to allstarlink.org.
ASL3 registers through HTTP registrations now instead of the old way like HamVoIP uses as an IAX registration.
Okay.
So that was all the issues that I was having with my mobile node, because AT&T, once the outgoing connection hits that first DNS server, changes your IP address. So AllStar's registration server was like, hey, that's not you. I'm not letting you connect.
Right.
So I had to revert back to an IAX connection. But I tell you, let's try something really quick. This won't take a second. Let's go to the command line.
Exit this whole thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do a CD backslash. So our CD space enter. I'm sorry. CD enter. That way we're back to the root. I guess we already were. So do a sudo apt install.
Do you want to be in root or home?
Let's go to root.
Okay. All right. I'm there.
Sudo apt install ASL3 dash. This is all together. ASL3 dash update dash node list.
Okay.
Hit enter. And it should be done. Okay. So
it's already the newest version. It doesn't.
Okay. So it's already.
It didn't do anything.
So let's go to sudo nano // Etsy /* /rpt.conf. I'm going to make one little change in there.
Okay.
Now you see where we at the top. Okay, so scroll down. Okay, you see where it says node lookup. I'm sorry, go back up. Under general, where it says node lookup method.
Yes.
Change that from both to file.
Okay.
Control X, yes to save, enter to exit.
Okay.
And sudo space astres ASTRES.sh. That's it, and then hit enter. That's just a script file that restarts the asterisk server.
ASTRES.sh. I must have typed that wrong. There it goes. Okay. Okay, good.
And granted, we may have to reboot again, but let's try something just for giggles here. See what happens. I can get back to the right stinking window. I've got 18 open.
Yeah, Billy's got a good idea. IP tables lookup for a TCP port 4569.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. We'll try that in a second.
Let's try this from here.
I just had to reboot my Chrome. It says I was out of memory. I was like, I'm not out of memory. System says I have 50% left.
That's what happens when you have 147 tabs open, Frank.
I posted it in Content Creators. It says I only had 62.
Jeez.
Only 62.
That's kind of like, this sounds like kind of like one of my systems, actually.
Yeah, right. You see the one at work. It's hundreds.
And I can't even get my nodes to try now. They were trying before and then timing out, but they won't even try now. What is going on?
All right, let's try the IP tables thing.
Yep.
That way we can see if IP tables space -a. Hold on a second. I don't know if I have to sudo this or not, but I'm gonna.
Might as well.
IP tables -a. What did he type in there? -p. TCP.
Party of 2 says, "Are you sure AllStar's passwords are right for your node number?"
I am sure. Yes.
Okay.
4569-J. Bad argument TCP. Okay. It's hard to see where you're putting spaces in there, Billy.
I sent it to you in the command in our chat. I'm sorry.
In what chat?
In the Zoom chat. If you just want to copy paste it.
Let's try that. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're missing a word, I think.
IP tables command not found. Oh, sudo this. Still, IP tables command not found.
I wonder if net tools are installed. Try real quick. Sudo apt space install space net dash tools. Hit enter. And it's not. Of course it's not.
It's not. Of course it's not.
Mine wasn't either. And I had to do that to get AllScan installed.
Oh, okay.
Well, so try that same command again for the
up,
IP.
up enter.
Yeah, up twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What the fudge? Sorry for the harsh language.
It's on Jason's channel. You can curse all you want.
So it's installed, but you need to be the actual root user. What difference does it make? I'm typing sudo.
And it would tell you if you weren't in the sudoers group.
Oh. I would have to, I forget how to set my password.
You can change the root by doing sudo passwd space root. But you don't want us to see you typing.
Yeah.
You have to install that directly. Sudo apt install IP table. Or IP tables.
So that's probably what, a sudo apt install IP tables?
Yep.
I'm learning this daggum Linux stuff, buddy. After it whoops the crap out of me for about a month, I finally learned something.
Right. Okay, we're root now.
I do enough of this at work. That's why I don't mess with it at home.
Do a apt install, apt space install space IP tables.
Sudo at the beginning.
Well, he's root now.
I'm root now. I don't need sudo at the beginning.
Should be all
root.
I'm root.
No, it's already there. 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, 1 not upgraded. So it's already there.
Try it one more time.
I'm going to try that command you sent me in the Zoom chat, Frank.
Yep.
IP tables command not found.
So let's try this. I hit ChatGPT up for a little bit of something. I don't know if it's going to be feast or famine here, but I'll put it in the Zoom chat, and it's a lot simpler argument. So,
okay.
It focuses on IPv4 rules. And I can't see what it says.
Chain input, packets, bytes, chain input, chain forward, and chain output. 0 packets, 0 bytes on all 3 of them.
The IP tables rules. So that's the version. That's okay. Run the following command to see if IP tables is installed. We already know that. That's the
IP tables is installed. Yeah.
He's simplified the command, and it seems to be pulling up stuff.
Matt says to restart after installing NetTools.
Well, it was already installed, wasn't it? No, we installed it, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's probably not a bad idea.
No, we install. Yeah, we can reboot.
Yeah. Because it's something simple at this point.
Probably.
Little something simple we've missed, or
yeah, probably. Hold on.
Just check if you got IPs running. Those are applied.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I restarted it. All right.
Let's see what this is. So we could change that to TCP port. What it was, like 4569.
4569 is the default port. Yeah.
I've got a line here.
And again, it's not reporting to stats.allstarlink.org.
That's just the weird part, because it's in the node. So I got to wonder, we want to double check our allstarlink.org node password just to make sure there's not a typo.
I can recharge. Okay, let me.
It's just, I know it's something.
I know. I don't think that's what it is, but that is a good troubleshooting step. So okay, let me. Allstarlink.org. The only reason I know it's not I know it's correct is because I've checked it like 3 times already. That is okay. So it's correct here.
Okay, so
unless I fat fingered it inside of the actual place,
we'll have to go back into
the conf file. Yeah, in the conf file.
Well, we need to go in ASL menu and look under the node settings to make sure it's correct there.
Okay, all right. So let me open this back up again. No, that's not right. Okay, I gotta find the freaking IP address.
God
bless you.
Okay.
One more time.
Yeah.
God bless you. Mine are always in pairs. There's 3. I've got a real allergy going on.
At least you're not Frank, and it's like 12 at a time.
Frank is powerhouse when it comes to sneezing. I've witnessed that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, we're there. So, where you want me to go, Freddie?
I don't know if you're in root or not. I can't tell, but sudo.
I am not.
Let's go sudo space ASL-menu.
Okay. All right.
The node settings.
Yep.
And then AllStar node setup menu.
Is this going to show my password here?
It might. So let's be prepared for that.
All right. Let's see what. Add, remove, or update node 43136.
I want to do update.
Password. Okay. So node number 43136. Password is.
Is that correct?
That's yeah. That's correct. It's correct.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm gonna pull the. I'm gonna set them side by side and look at them and make sure. Yeah. Yep, that is correct. Yeah, it's good.
Registering. So
it's good.
I put in another little sudo IP tables command in the Zoom chat. It's to put into 4569 to accept a TCP connection, which is an inbound. We could run it command line. I really don't think that's our problem. I really don't, because you weren't able to make an outbound.
Right.
And that 4569 just allows you to do your outbound connection or your inbound to you connection to come in. 3-1, please.
Right, hold on. This sudo IP tables command?
Yes, sudo IP tables -a input piece TCP dport 4569-j accept. It basically adds.
I typed that in and it just came back to the command prompt.
It may just went ahead and made the entry. But like I said, I really don't think that's our issue. I'll try. Because the weird part is I am not. I don't get any response from my cloud node, from my home node. Mm-hmm. Earlier, it was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And then this red line would show up like it's trying to connect to you. And then it would go away. And I mean, even showed your node number at one point. So something's not jiving.
I still wonder if it's a DNS issue.
It very well could be. Or
if it's an instance security group, a port. It's either a port on the instance or. Okay, hold on.
I'll tell you what, if you got another idea, go ahead with it. But there's one thing I want to try.
Now, hold on a second. It timed me the web panel timed me out. Logging back in. Okay, security groups. That's good. Let's see what the other one's set out. Hold on one second.
Sure.
Edit.
And one thing you could try is to turn your firewall off altogether. I mean, just to see if we can get through inbound and outbound.
Oh gosh, it's not letting me do that.
I don't get it. Let's see here.
Okay.
Next time on the Chronicles of AllStar.
Right. Yeah, I'm not even sure how to do that, honestly.
So go to the command line real quick and let's just double check something. You remember that little caveat I told you about before we started the stream? I just want to make sure that we're not encountering that, where some cloud versions of Debian 12 may not be compatible. And I had no reason to believe this one is, but if you go to the command line and type in sudo space uname, UNAME, all one space -R, and hit enter, and what's your response?
6.1.0-28-cloud-AMD64.
Well, that's going to be it, I'm afraid, because according to ASL3, if the kernel or something is the same or something similar to 6.1.0-12-cloud-x86_64, then you cannot use that OS for ASL because it lacks the capabilities build the needed kernel modules. You must install a standard Debian 12 image, which is probably a custom install. Do they allow you to upgrade a custom image or an image like if you downloaded an install image from Debian? Your own install image. Some services will, some services won't.
I believe that you can do that. It might be easier to just put it on Debian 11. Because
if they're using a cloud version, it still won't work. It's an ASL3 structure. It's their architecture of the software is not jiving with a cloud version of Debian. And I can ask them if that applies down to 11 and 10 as well. And if it doesn't, then we can jump back to that.
Yeah, because at 10, 11, and 12, I have access to all three, and I can contact tech support tomorrow and ask them if I can install a But you want to do
standard of a image of Debian 12 we download from Debian
because it has a different kernel.
Right, it's not compatible with ASL3.
So this 6.1 kernel is not compatible, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, any kernel that we come up with that has the word cloud in it is what's killing the deal here.
Oh, okay.
And I really didn't think that was going to be the case. Now, you were running ASL 1.1, which is a different architecture.
Yes. Yeah, it's totally different.
That's, gee whiz. You got to stop inviting me to your lives because I'm bad luck, man.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. But I'm going to get you an answer as far as 10 and 11 go. I'm part of the beta testers now on ASL3 and on their Slack server, so I'll get a definite answer to that. Gee whiz. Well, I don't know what, I'll try to get it as quickly as possible, but I don't know how long you want to leave that instance spun down because I know it's going to cost you money while it's there.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So I'll put a request in tonight, and I may have something tonight or first thing in the morning. Depends on who's still awake. All these guys are volunteers, but I mean, when a conversation starts, it usually gets pretty busy.
All right, so Nate just put something in there. Did the IP of the new server get added to the security group rules?
I think you checked that already.
No, I didn't check that. But
that's why I didn't read it.
I think it's going to matter with that cloud version of that OS.
I'm looking at the security group rules right now, and there's not an IP in here for my old server. So that tells me that I don't really need an IP for the new server. In fact, 4569 is listed as 0.0.0.0/0. So in other words, it's just open everything on this server, on this virtual private server. So 4569 is open to : whack 0 and 0.0.0.0 whack 0. So it should be fully open to everything on this instance/volume on the virtual private server. So I don't, that made me wonder. That the way he worded it made me wonder.
Right.
So
sorry that we've had 3 stabs at this now.
I know it. Yeah. This is try number 3. So And this is why we didn't nuke the first instance.
Well, technically, our first attempt was on the Linode, and we did get it to work, but we just had to put it on your other.
Right. Yeah. The Linode's not my. I don't have a Linode account. That was some test server you had, right?
Right. Yeah. And you know what that cost me? $5 a month.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
It's really good because I use what they call a shared CPU, so it doesn't have a dedicated CPU because it doesn't need a lot of resources. I mean, it runs on a Raspberry Pi, for goodness sakes. So it's a discounted kind of a deal.
It runs on a Raspberry Pi, but before I put it in the cloud, I had 43136 running on this Raspberry Pi back here. Not this one, another one. I think it was a Pi 3. Yeah. And I did a live stream one night, and I called it AllStar QSO Party. And once I got like 30 or 35 connections, it would
die.
It just completely bogged it down. It was bad. And I'm like, okay. And that's when I got the idea to put it on a cloud. I'm like, well, okay. If I'm going to keep telling people to connect to it, I want the best performance I can, obviously. Yes. And I've had zero issues as far as latency or too many connections on the cloud. I've never had that. There was that weird cloud thing where it wouldn't let you connect. People would try to connect, it just wouldn't. Then you reboot the cloud server and it would work. That was something with the older version of ASL that I'm hoping 3.0. In fact, they told me there's like, you need to upgrade it because I contacted them about that, and that's what they said.
Yeah.
So performance-wise, I wonder if that Linode, if it's on a shared CPU or whatever.
So far, so good, but I don't have as many connections as you do. But
right, that's what I'm trying to future-proof this as much as I can.
Sure. Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to do.
The Dreamcast, they have the infrastructure to do that. They especially, and I'm sure yours is dedicated everything, where mine is not.
Yeah.
So I've got I've got a request into my hookup guy at ASL3. Shout out Alan WA3WCO. And this is right up his alley. He guided me with this stuff from the beginning, and I've got that question into him if this applies to Debian 10 and 11 as well. And it's an hour ahead, so it's 9:30 p.m. there. There's a chance he could answer tonight, and as soon as I get an answer, I'll forward it to you.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're not going to stay on that much longer anyway.
No, it's just sorry, folks. We're going to get there someday, somehow, some way. Well, the bionic AllStar node.
That's right. That's right.
And this is why you save and back up and save those settings so we can go ahead and just resume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and do that now, actually, so I can. Instances. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to spin this one down. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to shut off instance. There we go. Shut it off.
And we'll get that one back up and see. Boots back up. Oh boy. I'm experimenting right now with putting 2 nodes on one machine, which was done in HamVoip. Yeah, they did it in HamVoip. They did it in the few former versions of ASL, but ASL3's infrastructure, its architecture changed a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can get them on there. And I can get them to connect outbound. Once you have 2 public nodes on there, the inbound connection gets really tricky, and I haven't got that straight yet. So I'm actually working with Alan to null that out so that I can make a nice video. It'd be very convenient if you had one good machine like these little Lenovo's, to put a home hub if you wanted to. It wouldn't be on the cloud. You're just running it on something with a little more computing power. But I got these off of eBay. They're the little Lenovo mini PCs,
right?
Debian 12 with ease. I put solid state drives in them. They're great for little test servers. And your Supermon page is back up.
Right. Yeah, I just refreshed. So I the instance we've been working on all night, I shut it down. It's still there. I didn't delete it. It shut down, and I restarted the original instance. So you guys should be able to connect back to me now. 43136. It's where it was before.
It's trying, but it's not going through.
Oh, I just got a buzz. Did you key something? Yeah, there it is.
I did. Okay. Weird.
It's trying to connect to you, but
Yeah, it says connection failed. Huh. Okay.
I wonder if there's not a firewall issue on your end, but I just
Oh, that's the one that was working, right?
exactly.
No, no, I didn't change anything on the firewall.
Okay.
Okay.
But the DNS DNS could be a thing. Because however AllStar Link is allstarlink.org is routing those node numbers to a static IP address. Somebody just connected to me with Echolink.
Oh, good. That's a good start right there.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody just connected with Echolink, so.
And it's funny how that does that too.
Yeah, it is. So it should, it might be, it could be a DNS. I mean, if you say it doesn't work with this kernel, okay, that's a problem.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's probably what we're looking at. But DNS is a thing because it is routing 43136. However, allstarlink.org translates that node number to the static IP over the internet. However, that DNS propagation routes, it was routing to a totally new IP address.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I got to think that it's going to take at least a little bit of time.
Yep.
We used to tell people back in the day it'd take 24 hours to propagate DNS fully. It was usually like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen them go
but
really quick.
every now and then you get someone call you, well, it's been 12 hours. It's still, so we wouldn't tell them 1 hour because like 10, 12 hours, it might not be working, but they wake up tomorrow and it's working. So it could take up to 24 hours. But that was like 15 years ago. I don't know if that's still true anymore or not.
Yeah, there's a famous T-shirt in the tech industry that I'm sure Frank can relate to that it says, it's always the DNS.
It's always
It's the DNS.
It's always the DNS. We have that
Right.
work all the time.
Right.
So, well, one day at a time, we're going to limp this thing back in shape.
Yep. Let me see if I'm showing back up on the website here.
It tells me it's trying to connect to you, but then it's bumping me out.
Yeah, it's not still not showing up on stats.allstarlink.org.
See your Echolink. Try an outbound connection again from your hub node.
Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, what number?
576335.
It tried it for a second, then it blipped.
What the heck? I think there's more afoot here than we're realizing. Outbound should be super easy, even with ASL 1.1.
Yeah.
What is going on? It's almost like a, I don't want to say it, but it's either DNS or it's a firewall issue.
Well, I didn't change anything on the firewall on this first one.
And that's the part that's baffling me.
Yeah.
Echolink got through with no problem. So,
yeah, there's somebody connected via Echolink right now. That makes me think it's DNS, really. But at the same time, why is it not reporting back to
Starlink?
So I think I'm going to let it run overnight just because we didn't change anything on that instance. I didn't change DNS. I didn't change security groups, port forwarding. I didn't change anything. So I'm guessing
your password on allstarlink.org.
I changed that back.
Okay, as long as
I changed that back.
Instance.
Yeah, the one on the website, the one on the nodes.
Yes.
Yeah. I changed that. I changed that back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't change the port, so that's good.
Mm-mm.
And it's trying to connect, and when I try to connect, it pulls up your information, and then it goes away again.
That's what mine does when I try to connect to you as well.
Maybe.
And it's frustrating.
Maybe you got to wait for the old one to expire before you register the new one.
Well, and it just could be a simple matter of that DNS server updating.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Let's give it one night, and we'll see where it's at.
I think that's what. I think I'm just going to let it run, And it just updated. It's the same person connected to Echolink, but it just updated and it says N1ZW is connected via Echolink. So
cool. That's a good sign.
It's got a connection. Yeah, that is a good sign. Yeah. We'll see.
Gee whiz.
So.
Yeah, it's still
going
all the way through. But let's give those DNS servers a chance to update. And and like I said, if it's not up by this time tomorrow or sooner, let me know and we'll put a ticket in. We'll see what's going on.
Okay.
Make sure it's not on their end.
Yep.
So you're going to leave the new one running or the old one running?
The old one is running
right now because I think there's an issue there.
The new one is shut down. I shut the new one down. Yep. The old one that has been working for the last 2 years is currently running. AC3IK is now connected via Echolink. LU1EGX is now connected via Echolink. So I'm seeing people connect via Echolink. So it's out there.
Definitely getting connection one way or the other, but it just may be
It just may be a propagation thing.
All right,
cool.
So I got 3 Echolink connections now, but no AllStar. So that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let it run, see what happens, and then we'll go from there. So guys, thanks a lot. Hey, you know what? This is Ham Radio. We're just troubleshooting. It's stuff happens, and we get it sometimes, and sometimes we don't. But you guys take this information and learn from it. So
just another problem solved.
Just another problem. Yeah, totally. So. I'll have that new video about the new Yaesu on the channel tomorrow. Frank, what do you got coming up?
Next live stream is going to be, I have the Spec 5 guy come on, and me and the dev nerd out about Spec 5 and how it works on Meshtastic. We nerd out. We should have recorded the 20 minutes we were talking prior just about Linux.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's fun. But I just finished my live stream with Prepper Pete. I want to say it's Kermit.
Kermit. His name's Kermit. Yeah.
I want to say Sam, but that's the character in his book, Sam. Go ahead and check out the live stream. It was fun. And I'm probably going to be recording a video this week of my gadgets I mostly use through 2024. I think that's it. And my Tank Commander's all hands meeting is this month. That means any level supporter for support Tank Radio will get a meeting invite for this month, and we're just going to hang out. I'm leaning towards this Saturday. So watch Patreon, your email, or YouTube, and for the notification about it. Reaching out, how do you do it through YouTube? You're reaching out to the subscribers or memberships in YouTube. You send a post update, but it's not like pushing it to them, because sometimes I get feedback saying I didn't see it on YouTube. I'm like,
not everybody's going to see it, but I when I create a community post, I usually get a lot of people replying to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
it shows up almost like a Twitter feed.
Yes,
you miss it.
Right.
So I try to put it out in other places on the Discord server.
I throw it out on Twitter. Check your subscriber portals. Blah.
Yeah.
But that's what's coming up on the channel. Okay. And man, this has been awesome.
Okay, Freddie, what's coming up for you?
This Thursday on the playlist with the HamTubers playlist, I'm dropping a video, part 1 of a new Baofeng, and I can't remember the model number because I don't hold numbers in my head very well. Another version that has GPS. I did a couple of videos way back on a Baofeng 17R Pro GPS, I think it was, and where it shares your GPS location through a transmission. It's a data burst transmission, radio to radio, puts it on a reticule and tells you which way they are and how far away they are from you. This has the same feature, but it doesn't share the data in the same way as with the older model. So it's proprietary into itself. I don't know why they did it that way, but it's still an interesting video. Part 1 is this week. Part 2 will be early next week. So be looking for that this Thursday.
Cool.
Thank you for having me aboard tonight.
Oh, hey, well, thanks for the help. It was educational, as always.
Learn one way or the other.
Learn one way or the other. We're gonna tackle this, and if we want to get the ASL guy to come on with this, you can.
I'll invite him.
Make that suggestion, Freddie, because I know you know that guy. So, in fact, I've got an email from him somewhere.
That's probably
from
Todd.
Todd.
They all talk to each other,
Todd. Yeah. It was like a year and a half ago. He emailed me and I was like, yeah, I need to upgrade mine. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and we're just now getting around to it. So
yeah, I'd love to have it.
Cool. Yeah, be good. All right, man. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Frank and Freddie, and we'll talk soon.
Y'all have a great one.
7-3, y'all.
Later.